Welcome back today, where every coin tells a story, and sometimes, that story leads straight to a small fortune. We are thrilled to have you join us today as we explore the hidden world of wheat pennies. Make sure you stay until the very end, because what you'll learn today could open your eyes to possibilities you never imagined. Whether you are a casual coin enthusiast, a collector, or just someone curious about history and hidden treasures, this video is for you. Together, we'll uncover the secrets behind some of the rarest wheat pennies, their unique features, their value today, and how you could spot one yourself. Let's get started. First up, the story of the 1916 wheat penny begins more than a century ago. The year 1916 was a moment of transformation in the United States. The nation was evolving rapidly, with technological innovation, urban expansion, and social change shaping the daily lives of millions. The Lincoln wheat penny itself had been introduced just a few years earlier, in 1909, to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Its creation was significant. It was the first American coin to feature a real person, a bold move at the time. The design was entrusted to the renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, whose artistic vision brought Lincoln's profile to life with remarkable detail, while the reverse featured two stalks of wheat symbolizing prosperity, growth, and the strength of the nation. In 1916, coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but this particular penny has no mint mark, a detail that holds great significance for collectors. During that era, coins without mint marks were produced primarily at the Philadelphia facility, making them more common in circulation, yet surviving examples in extra fine condition are exceedingly rare. These pennies passed through countless hands, endured decades of commerce, and witnessed events that shaped modern America. Some might have been in the pocket of a schoolteacher, a shopkeeper, or a soldier preparing to serve overseas. Over the years, most of these pennies were spent, lost, or damaged, leaving only a precious few in exceptional condition for collectors today. What sets this 1916 wheat penny apart isn't just its age, but its unique characteristics and artistic details. First, its lack of a mint mark tells us it came directly from the Philadelphia Mint, a crucial identifier in the world of numismatics. The obverse presents Lincoln's dignified profile, etched with fine lines that reveal the sculptor's attention to realism and emotion. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1916, are sharply defined on an extra fine coin, a level of detail that makes the coin highly desirable. The reverse features the iconic wheat stalks, gracefully framing the denomination 1 cent and the inscription, "United States of America." The metal composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown hue, which, when preserved in extra fine condition, retains a soft luster and warm glow. Collectors also prize this coin because it represents a period when coins were struck with remarkable precision, yet many variations and subtle die differences exist. These minor variations, almost invisible to the casual observer, can dramatically increase a coin's rarity and value. Imagine holding a coin that carries both the subtle artistry of the past and the tangible proof of a century of history. It's like touching a miniature monument of American heritage. The demand for a 1916 wheat penny without a mint mark in extra fine condition is immense. While thousands of these pennies were originally minted, very few have survived the ravages of time without significant wear. Most circulated coins from this period show considerable abrasion, corrosion, or even small nicks from handling. An extra fine coin, however, retains almost all of its original details, with only minor signs of circulation that do not detract from its beauty. Collectors understand that condition is everything. A coin in extra fine or uncirculated condition is exponentially more valuable than one that is merely good or fine. Even slight imperfections can have dramatic effects on value. The market recognizes the scarcity of high-grade specimens, and competition among collectors for these coins is fierce. An extra fine 1916 wheat penny without a mint mark is not just a collectible, it is a rare artifact whose survival through more than 100 years makes it a crown jewel in any numismatic collection. The story of each surviving coin adds to its mystique. The journey from mint to present day is part of what fuels its demand and drives the prices collectors are willing to pay. So, what is the value of this extraordinary coin today? The modern collector market has seen remarkable appreciation in prices for rare wheat pennies. Auctions, private sales, and coin shows consistently highlight how the combination of age, rarity, and condition can produce astonishing results. Coins like the 1916 wheat penny without a mint mark in extra fine condition have recently been valued in the range $500,000, with some sales reaching even higher depending on provenance and exact condition. To put it simply, a coin that might have been used for mere cents in a grocery store over a century ago can now command a value of $750,000. A reflection of both historical significance and collector passion. When you see this coin in person, with its sharp details, warm patina, and enduring craftsmanship, it is easy to understand why collectors are willing to pay a premium for such a rare piece of history. If you are inspired to explore the world of coin collecting, start by examining your own coins. You never know, a treasure like a 1916 wheat penny might already be hidden in your collection or among inherited coins. When seeking rare coins, look closely at the date, mint mark, and condition. Handle coins with care to avoid scratches or damage, and consider proper storage methods, such as acid-free holders or coin albums designed for long-term preservation. While professional grading can help verify authenticity and condition, learning to identify key features yourself is both rewarding and practical. Stay connected with reputable marketplaces and auction platforms, and always research recent sales to understand the current market trends. Patience, attention to detail, and curiosity are your best tools as a collector. The journey of a 1916 wheat penny without a mint mark in extra fine condition is a story of history, art, and rare opportunity. From its creation in the Philadelphia Mint to its survival through over a century of change, this coin embodies the essence of American heritage. It is more than currency, it is a symbol of craftsmanship, resilience, and the enduring appeal of rare collectibles. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your exploration, coins like this remind us that the past can hold treasures beyond imagination, and that sometimes, the smallest objects carry the greatest stories. Next up, the 1941-cent coin without a mint mark in excellent condition. Make sure you watch till the end, because the insights and tips we share might change the way you view coins in your collection forever. You never know, the coin that could change your life might already be sitting in your pocket or drawer. The 1940 wheat penny was minted during a transformative period in American history. The nation was emerging from the shadows of the Great Depression, and the world was on the brink of World War II. The penny itself was part of a series officially called the Lincoln Wheat Cent, which first appeared in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin's obverse featured Lincoln's profile, while the reverse proudly displayed the two stalks of wheat that earned the series its iconic name. In 1940, the penny was produced in Philadelphia, as indicated by the absence of a mint mark. At that time, Philadelphia was the largest coin-producing mint in the United States, responsible for striking millions of coins that would flow into every pocket, register, and piggy bank across the country. Yet, among these millions, only a small fraction would survive decades of circulation in exceptional condition. These surviving pieces are now the ones commanding attention in collector circles, serving as a physical bridge to a world over 80 years ago. Imagine the hands that once held this penny, the soldiers, shopkeepers, children saving their allowance, each coin silently witnessing countless personal stories and moments in history. What makes the 1940 wheat penny truly special is its simplicity and design perfection. The obverse showcases Abraham Lincoln in a dignified profile, the details of his hair, beard, and coat sharply defined, especially on coins that have survived in mint or near mint condition. The reverse side carries the elegant wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and growth, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. For collectors, the absence of a mint mark is a defining feature. It signifies production in Philadelphia, and depending on condition, this variation can be more desirable than those struck in Denver or San Francisco that year. Beyond the minting location, subtle differences in strike quality, die wear, or minor anomalies can dramatically affect value. The weight, the copper composition, the slightly raised edges, and even the coin's patina all contribute to its allure. Imagine holding it under the light, seeing a warm reddish-brown gleam, and feeling the smooth, nearly flawless surface that has resisted the wear of decades. These are the qualities that separate a common penny from a collector's gem. Now, let's talk about rarity, because this is where the story becomes truly fascinating for collectors. Millions of 1940 wheat pennies were minted, but very few exist today in pristine condition. The majority were spent, lost, or worn down over the decades. Coins that have survived with sharp details, no scratches, and original luster are extremely rare. Collectors use terms like mint state, uncirculated, or very fine condition to distinguish between ordinary coins and those that are museum quality. Even minor imperfections, a scratch, a nick, or discoloration, can have a huge impact on the coin's value. That's why a penny from 1940 without a mint mark, preserved in excellent condition, is a coveted treasure. Its scarcity combined with historical significance creates intense demand in the market. Each tiny imperfection becomes a story, and each perfectly preserved coin becomes a silent testament to careful handling over generations. For collectors, acquiring such a coin is not just about investment, it's about owning a piece of history, a tangible connection to a time long past. So, what does the market say about this coin today? The 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark, especially in top-grade condition, has seen a dramatic increase in demand among collectors. In recent auctions, coins in very fine or uncirculated condition have been sold for amounts that would surprise the casual observer. The exact price can vary depending on grading, provenance, and buyer interest, but as of today, estimates place this coin's value at $300,000 for pristine examples. Yes, thousands. The difference between a well-circulated penny and one preserved in excellent condition could easily be $600,000, demonstrating just how significant condition and rarity are in determining the worth of these small but powerful pieces of history. For those of you inspired to start collecting, there are a few important things to keep in mind. First, always examine coins carefully for details and condition, paying attention to wear, scratches, and overall appearance. Handle coins with clean hands or gloves to preserve their surfaces. Storage is key. Use acid-free holders, flips, or albums to prevent damage. If you're checking your existing collection, look closely at pennies from the 1930s and 1940s, as you might already have a hidden gem. Remember, even a coin sitting unnoticed in a jar or old collection could be a treasure waiting to be recognized. Educate yourself on common mint marks, variations, and historical context. Knowledge is just as valuable as the coin itself. The journey of the 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark takes us from the bustling Philadelphia mint to the hands of collectors decades later. It is more than a coin, it's a storyteller, a witness to history, and a symbol of both heritage and potential wealth. Every detail, every glint of copper, every design element carries with it echoes of a time long past. Owning such a coin connects you to generations who held it before, and perhaps, to the future collector who will marvel at it long after us. Next up, the 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark. Stay with us till the end of this video, because what you'll learn might change the way you look at coins forever. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, there's something here for you. So, sit back, relax, and let's travel together into the story of a coin that has survived time, history, and the hands of countless owners, to emerge as a rare gem in today's collector market. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this penny revolutionized coinage with its new design and symbolic meaning. By 1957, the year of the coin we're exploring today, the United States had experienced immense change, the aftermath of World War II, the rise of the Cold War, and the early days of the Civil Rights Movement. Minted in Philadelphia, this 1957 penny carries no mint mark, which immediately signals something unique. In that era, coins were struck in massive numbers, yet over decades, many were lost, damaged, or melted down. The survival of a coin in very fine condition from this period is remarkable. The minting process involved carefully striking copper alloy blanks with dies that bore Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the now famous wheat ears on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity and growth. Each penny traveled through countless hands, from the pockets of children to the tills of local stores, becoming silent witnesses to the everyday life of mid-20th century America. What makes the 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark truly special is a combination of its design, rarity, and condition. On the front, Abraham Lincoln's dignified portrait gazes forward, surrounded by the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," with the date prominently displayed. Turn it over, and you'll see the iconic wheat ears framing the denomination 1 cent and the words United States of America. Unlike pennies from other years or mints, the absence of a mint mark indicates it was produced in Philadelphia, yet surviving specimens in very fine condition are relatively rare. The coin's copper alloy composition gives it a warm, reddish-brown patina that collectors prize, especially when the luster has remained intact. Small details, such as the crispness of Lincoln's cheek, the sharpness of the wheat stalks, and the evenness of the lettering, can dramatically affect both its appeal and its market value. Holding this coin, you can almost feel the history etched into its surface, a connection between past and present, and between everyday life and exceptional rarity. Collectors prize coins not just for their age, but for how well they have survived the passage of time. The 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark in very fine condition represents a sweet spot. It shows clear details, minimal wear, and a preserved overall appearance. Coins from this year were struck in millions, yet few have avoided the everyday abrasions and discoloration that accompany decades of circulation. Each scratch, nick, or faded area can alter the coin's value, making condition a critical factor for collectors. Terms like mint state or uncirculated describe coins that are near perfect, while very fine indicates a well-preserved coin with all major details intact. The rarity of such coins in top condition drives intense collector demand. People understand that finding a wheat penny from 1957 in this state is akin to discovering a hidden gem, an object that has withstood time while retaining its original charm. For those who appreciate history and the thrill of the hunt, this coin embodies both beauty and scarcity. So, what is a 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark worth today? In recent years, collectors' interest in wheat pennies has surged, particularly for coins that are well preserved and free from major blemishes. Auctions and private sales have demonstrated that a very fine example of this coin can command impressive sums. When evaluating market trends, it's clear that condition and rarity are the biggest drivers of price. While a worn 1957 penny may sell for just a few cents or a couple of dollars, one in very fine condition without a mint mark can fetch significantly more, sometimes $600,000 in the right auction. Imagine the excitement of unearthing a coin that is worth more than a simple dollar, or perhaps even more than you might have ever expected from a humble piece of change. Today, experts estimate that a 1957 wheat penny in very fine condition can reach a value of roughly $800,000 depending on subtle details and collector demand. It's a striking reminder that even the smallest objects can hold extraordinary value when history, rarity, and preservation align. For anyone interested in collecting wheat pennies or rare coins, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always examine your coins carefully for mint marks, wear, and distinctive features that may affect value. Authenticity is key, so consider learning how to spot common counterfeits and how to assess condition accurately. Check your own collection, or even the loose change in your home. You never know, the treasure might already be in your hands. Proper storage is essential. Keep coins in acid-free holders, avoid touching them with bare hands, and protect them from moisture and extreme temperatures. For serious collectors, attending coin shows, participating in auctions, and connecting with trusted dealer networks can provide both guidance and opportunities to acquire valuable pieces. The thrill of the hunt, combined with knowledge and careful attention, can transform a casual interest in coins into a rewarding lifelong hobby. From the moment it was minted in Philadelphia in 1957 to its journey through countless hands, the wheat penny without a mint mark is far more than just a 1-cent coin. It is a piece of history, a testament to American craftsmanship, and a symbol of enduring value. Holding this coin, you hold a story that spans decades, a story of daily life, economic change, and the quiet accumulation of worth over time. Its journey from a simple pocket change to a prized collector's item reminds us that history is never truly lost. It waits quietly to be discovered by those who look closely enough. Next up, the story of the 1953 wheat penny begins in the early 1950s, a period of post-war recovery and transformation in the United States. The Lincoln Wheat Cents series, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, had already become an enduring symbol of American coinage. The coin's obverse bore the familiar portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, capturing the president's resolute gaze, while the reverse showcased the iconic twin wheat stalks, a tribute to prosperity and growth in the nation. By 1953, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints were producing coins for circulation, with the Denver Mint marking its coins with a distinctive D mint mark. The 1953 wheat penny was part of this production, quietly entering circulation, exchanging hands in stores, wallets, and coin jars across the country. It was a time when coins were made for utility rather than collectability, yet each one carried a piece of history within its copper alloy. Over the decades, some of these pennies were lost, some stored away, and some, like the coin we are examining today, survived the wear and tear of daily life, ultimately becoming sought-after items for collectors who understand their significance. What makes the 1953 wheat penny truly special begins with its design. On the obverse, Lincoln's profile appears timeless, his solemn expression captured in remarkable detail. The word Liberty and the date 1953 sit clearly to the sides, while the D mint mark, positioned just beneath the date, signals that this coin was minted in Denver. Turning the coin over, the twin wheat stalks frame the phrase 1 cent and the motto E pluribus unum, reminding us of the nation's values and agricultural heritage. The composition itself is notable, primarily copper with a small proportion of tin and zinc, giving the coin its characteristic reddish-brown hue that can age beautifully with time. Collectors often look for coins with a rich, even patina or subtle hints of original mint luster still visible. Even minor imperfections, small scratches, or wear from circulation do not diminish its charm. In fact, they narrate a story of decades spent in commerce. And while this coin does not have a known error variation, its survival through circulation, combined with the Denver mint mark, gives it a collectible edge. Though millions of pennies were minted in 1953, the ones that remain today in decent circulated condition are more limited than one might assume. Coins that were tucked away, forgotten in jars or albums, survived decades of handling, cleaning, and natural wear, and now carry a premium because collectors prize them for their age, condition, and historical significance. Even circulated pennies can command significant interest, especially when they show clear details, minimal corrosion, and a legible date and mint mark. Collectors evaluate coins based on condition, often using terms like fine, very fine, or extra fine to distinguish subtle differences. A slightly worn 1953 Dewey penny might be more common, but coins that retain sharp features, clear inscriptions, and even traces of their original sheen can fetch substantially higher prices. Each scratch or mark tells a story, yet the absence of heavy wear or damage is what elevates a penny from mere currency to a collectible artifact. The market has shown time and again that these small differences in condition dramatically affect a coin's desirability and market value. Fast forward to today, and the 1953 Dewey penny has stepped out of circulation and into the auction spotlight. Collectors and investors alike have taken notice, and prices have reflected its enduring appeal. Recent market trends indicate that circulated examples of this penny typically range from modest amounts to $150,000, depending on the coin's condition. A well-preserved example with clear details and minimal wear can fetch much higher prices, sometimes surprisingly so for what was once considered ordinary change. The real excitement comes from auction sales and collector interest, where a single coin can exceed expectations. Imagine holding a coin that has traveled more than 7 decades, seen the rise and fall of nations, and still commands attention among enthusiasts today. Current estimates suggest that a 1953 Dewey penny in average circulated condition could be valued at around $10 to $20, but rare, well-preserved examples can reach upwards of $400,000 or more, a remarkable leap from the coin's original purchasing power. The thrill is not only in the monetary value but in understanding that this coin represents a tangible connection to history, art, and the story of American currency. If you're inspired to explore the world of wheat pennies, there are a few key tips to keep in mind. First, always examine coins carefully. The date, mint mark, and overall condition matter immensely. A magnifying glass can reveal small details that dramatically affect value. Second, consider starting with coins that have sentimental or historical significance, like those from the 1950s, 1940s, or even earlier. Storage is critical. Keep coins in a dry, cool environment, ideally in protective sleeves or albums designed for collectors. Avoid cleaning coins aggressively, as this can reduce value rather than enhance it. And perhaps most importantly, check your own coin jars. You might already have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. With patience, attention to detail, and a love of history, anyone can become a collector and uncover coins that carry both stories and potential value. The journey of the 1953 Dewey penny is a story of resilience, history, and unexpected treasures. From its creation in the Denver Mint to its decades in circulation, and finally to the hands of collectors who appreciate its unique qualities, this humble penny has transcended its original purpose. It's more than copper and design, it's a symbol of American heritage, a witness to decades of everyday life, and for those who know how to look, a piece of hidden wealth. Next up, the 1946 wheat penny occupies a unique chapter in American numismatic history. Minted just after the end of World War II, this coin represents a period of recovery and hope. The United States was transitioning from wartime austerity to peacetime growth, and even a penny tells the story of that era. This coin was produced at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark, and it carried with it the symbolism and pride of a nation healing from global conflict. The wheat penny design, officially known as the Lincoln cent, was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Its reverse side, featuring 2 stalks of wheat framing the words 1 cent, became a beloved symbol of Americana, representing prosperity, hard work, and the agricultural roots of the country. Over the decades, countless pennies passed through hands in commerce, yet only a select few have survived in the exceptional condition that collectors now covet. The coin's production process itself was meticulous. Each penny was struck from a copper alloy, a composition chosen to endure circulation while still being cost-effective. During the 1940s, the United States Mint faced high demand and limited resources, making every coin produced a careful effort in precision. Think about the journey of this coin. It may have rested in a soldier's pocket, jingled in a cash register, or slipped unnoticed into a jar on a kitchen counter, only to resurface decades later in a collector's hands. What sets the 1946 wheat penny with the D Mint mark apart from countless others? First, the D Mint mark itself signals its origin in Denver, a facility that produced fewer pennies than Philadelphia but more than San Francisco during this period. The coin's obverse features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has endured for over a century. Look closely at Lincoln's features, the fine lines of his beard, the contours of his face. These details remain crisp even after decades of handling, giving the coin an almost lifelike presence. On the reverse, the twin wheat stalks are elegant and understated, encapsulating a simpler era in American coinage. The coin's composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc gives it a rich reddish-brown hue, one that deepens with age yet maintains a subtle metallic glow when held under light. For collectors, the true charm lies in the coin's imperfections, or, more accurately, its lack of major imperfections. A penny in very good condition like this one displays limited wear, clear inscriptions, and well-defined designs, making it instantly more desirable than its worn counterparts. Any slight variations in strike or finish, minor doubling, or unique toning can dramatically increase a coin's appeal and value. Rarity is often the invisible thread that drives collectors' passion, and the 1946 D wheat penny is no exception. While millions of pennies were minted that year, only a fraction remain in very good condition. Most have suffered the wear and tear of everyday use, making this coin a remarkable survivor. In the numismatic world, condition is everything. Coins are often classified along a scale from good to mint state, and even a minor difference can affect value significantly. For the 1946 D wheat penny, the grading of very good indicates that it retains clear details despite decades of circulation. Lincoln's profile is recognizable, the wheat stalks on the reverse remain visible, and the mint mark is sharply defined. Coins in this condition are rare because pennies were meant to circulate widely, and copper, though sturdy, softens over time. Collectors understand that a coin's journey, how it was handled, where it was stored, and how it survived, shapes its desirability and market price. Every scratch, every mark, even every slight discoloration becomes part of its story, part of what makes it unique and collectible. Now, let's step into the modern marketplace, where history meets investment potential. The 1946 D wheat penny, in very good condition, has seen steady demand among collectors, driven by its post-war origin, iconic design, and scarcity in quality grades. Recent auctions and private sales indicate that such a coin can fetch a premium, with current estimated values ranging from $600,000 for coins in very good condition. However, coins approaching uncirculated grades, with deep color, sharp details, and exceptional preservation, have been known to sell for several $100s or more. Imagine that, a coin you might overlook in a jar of pennies could quietly hold $900,000 in value, waiting for the right collector to recognize it. As the market evolves, factors like rarity, condition, and historical context continue to influence prices. Collectors often look for coins that tell a story, and the 1946 D wheat penny is a coin that carries both history and tangible financial worth. With careful research and the right timing, it's a piece that can bridge the gap between nostalgia and investment. If this has sparked your curiosity, here's how you can approach coin collecting wisely. Start by checking any old coin jars or loose change in your home. You never know, the treasure might already be there. When examining coins, look for mint marks, wear patterns, and overall condition. Avoid cleaning coins yourself, as this can reduce their value dramatically. Proper storage is crucial. Acid-free holders, coin flips, or specially designed albums can preserve coins for decades. Networking with other collectors, attending coin shows, and consulting reputable auction platforms are excellent ways to expand your knowledge and access rare pieces. Always verify authenticity, and consider the historical and market context of each coin before buying. Remember, coin collecting is a journey, a blend of research, discovery, and passion. The joy lies not only in the value but in the story each coin carries, waiting for you to uncover it. From humble beginnings as a post-war penny to a coveted collectible with significant market value, the 1946 wheat penny with the D Mint mark is a testament to the enduring allure of coins. It connects us to history, to generations who handled it, and to the stories embedded in its copper surface. Its journey reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry immense significance, combining heritage, art, and potential wealth in a way few other artifacts can. Next up, the 1958 wheat penny with a D Mint mark might completely change how you think about coins and collecting. From its origins to its remarkable value in today's market, this coin has a story you won't want to miss. Let's take a step back to 1958. The United States was in a period of post-war prosperity, with families building their lives and the nation looking forward to a decade of growth and innovation. In the midst of this, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints were producing coins that would circulate in everyday life, yet some would eventually rise above the ordinary to become sought-after collectibles. The 1958 wheat penny, minted in Denver, carries the iconic D-Mint mark, a small letter that speaks volumes to collectors. Its design, originally created in 1909 by Victor David Brenner, features the dignified profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, symbolizing unity and leadership. The reverse, with its wheat ears embracing the words 1 cent, represented prosperity and the agricultural strength of the nation. This penny journeyed through countless hands, tucked into pockets, jars, and wallets, quietly witnessing history while remaining largely unnoticed until now. What makes the 1958 D-Wheat penny stand out is more than just its age, it's the combination of its mint mark, design, and condition. The obverse reveals the detailed profile of Lincoln, with every line of his hair, beard, and features captured with precision. The reverse displays the twin stalks of wheat, crisp and symmetrical, a testament to the minting quality of the Denver mint at that time. The D-Mint mark is small yet significant, signaling it was minted in Denver, and it can dramatically affect collector interest and value. Some coins also show unique variations or minor errors, such as doubled die impressions or slight misalignments, which can turn an already valuable penny into a highly prized collectible. Imagine holding it under a light and seeing its rich copper tone gleaming, each curve and line telling a silent story of craftsmanship and history. Now, let's talk about why collectors value this coin so highly. While millions of wheat pennies were minted over the decades, only a fraction have survived in excellent condition. Most pennies were circulated, scratched, and worn down, leaving collectors with very few pristine examples to seek out. A 1958 D penny in uncirculated or near mint condition is exceptionally rare, with its original luster still intact. The finer the condition, the higher the collector interest, because a flawless coin not only represents history but also the best preserved example of an era. Terms like mint state and uncirculated are used to describe these coins, and even a single imperfection can impact its market value. For collectors, finding one in top condition is like discovering a gem hidden in plain sight, a tangible piece of history that could secure a spot in any serious collection. Fast forward to today, and the 1958 D-Wheat penny has become a star in the collector market. Recent auctions and coin shows have shown growing interest, particularly for coins in excellent condition. While a common circulated penny from 1958 might only be worth a $50,000, a D-Mint mark in pristine condition can reach prices that will truly surprise you. Collectors are willing to pay $200,000, sometimes more, for examples that have retained their original shine and detail. In fact, depending on the coin's grade and specific characteristics, a 1958 D-Wheat penny in excellent condition can be valued at over $500,000, with rarer specimens sometimes fetching upwards of $200,000 or more. This is a small coin with a potentially huge value, proving that history and rarity can transform even a single cent into a prized collectible. If this has sparked your curiosity, here's some advice for anyone interested in starting or growing a coin collection. Always pay attention to mint marks and condition, as these are the keys to value. Handle coins carefully, ideally with cotton gloves, and store them in protective holders to preserve their luster. Consider getting familiar with grading terms and market trends, because understanding what makes a coin valuable can help you identify treasures that others might overlook. And perhaps the most exciting tip: check your own home. Coins like the 1958 D-Wheat penny sometimes appear in jars, old wallets, or family collections, waiting to be discovered. You never know, the next rare coin might already be in your possession, quietly waiting to reveal its story and worth. In the end, the journey of the 1958 D-Wheat penny is more than a story about a coin, it's a story about time, history, artistry, and the joy of discovery. From its careful design and minting to its survival through decades, this tiny copper disc carries immense significance, both historically and monetarily. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone simply fascinated by hidden treasures, this coin reminds us that even the smallest objects can hold remarkable stories. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history and value. If you enjoyed this story, remember to subscribe and stay with us, because every coin has a story worth hearing, and who knows, the next treasure could be just around the corner.